If you want to see the greatest C of all time on film, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, this could be something we throw out to the audience.
Nurse Ratched.
Wow. Very good. Wow. You might have just...
I think
you just might have wrecked the bit
right there because she...
I saw Doubt last night. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Meryl Streep. Movie was good. It was good. Good. Could have been a lot better. The acting, ridiculous. Meryl Streep plays one of the biggest C's in film history.
Really?
Wow, yeah.
She is America's greatest actress of all time.
Well, after the break, we'll take some phone calls. Who was the biggest C in film history?
Ratched might have
That's right up there. You might have ruined it.
Ratched might have ruined it because...
You can start off with somebody
Nicholson
not as high.
That. When he turns to the doctor and goes, yeah, well, she's about a...
It's like, I hate to break up your party, but she's something of a C, ain't she, Doc?
Something of it. That's what he said.
I liked Doubt. They could have had a car crash or two, just to kind of, make it. Yeah, why not? Would have nothing to do with what they were trying to accomplish, but would have kept me interested for a little longer. You want to try to figure out who the biggest C in movie history is?
Yes.
This just comes from, I saw the movie Doubt last night, which was all right. And Meryl Streep plays this old nun. That's a huge C. And I was trying to think who was a bigger C in movie history, and then it gives me the Nurse Ratched.
Nurse Ratched, well...
I think Nurse Ratched's a bigger C than Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
in this movie Doubt.
In order not to ruin the whole bit, we can just call it the Nurse Ratched Who's the Biggest C Award.
Nice. I like that.
So she's taken out of it.
Yes, the honorable. It's the first annual Mildred Ratched Awards.
Mildred Ratched.
Remember when Nicholson calls her Mildred? Yeah. Right, Mildred.
Oh
boy, did she
a horrible
hate him.
name. Oh. Let's say hi to Fontaine.
Good morning, boys.
One of our brothers checking in. How are you, Fontaine?
Hey, I got two big C's from movies. The first one is Carrie Fisher from the Blues Brothers. What a C.
Well, comedic.
Nah, that wasn't that bad. She was just a jilted woman.
Yes, yeah.
Notice the lack of a reaction, so that fell short, Fontaine. You got another one?
Yeah, Surly Trucker from Spider-Man.
Surly.
I like that because a black guy did a front, so I'll accept that.
Yeah.
And then Carrie Fisher from Star Wars. He just hates Carrie Fisher.
Ken in Montreal.
Montreal.
Love you guys. Love Jimmy Norton, but I got to go with Sharon Stone from Casino as the biggest C in movie history.
Sharon Stone, what do you think?
She did have a pretty big C part in it, but then she winds up being pretty pathetic and just kind of, she doesn't have C longevity in that movie.
How hot is the scene when she has to... how hot is that?
Pesci's awful facelift head
great.
on the back of her.
Yeah.
She's forced to do that.
You need a sponsor? You want me to be your sponsor?
Yeah.
Now, she was just a drug addict. She wasn't evil. She was just a drug addict who was cheating, probably banging Lester, who was a better bang than Ace.
Yeah.
He had to be. He was a junkie, and he's James Woods. He notoriously has a penis that was built for photography.
Casino Hold Up? The movie Casino Hold Up it?
Yeah, I
think so, yeah.
Yep.
Let's go to Jeff in New Hampshire. Jeff?
Biggest C in the movie, Mark Wahlberg's mom in Boogie Nights. Remember?
Well, she was pretty bad, but...
Yeah, she was bad.
She was bad. I'll give you that she was quite a C, yeah.
She was very mean to that young man.
We're getting some something in here that we can't do this until they make the Anthony and Jennifer story.
Making Meryl Streep look like a sweetheart.
God damn it! Who's a bigger C than?
I got privy to the feedback, so that I got a good one that came in a lot. So I can't give individual credit, but Kathy Bates, Misery. That's a big
wow.
one. And
she's kind of crazy. Big C.
And this might be the winner right here, beating out Nurse Ratched, my friend. Let's say hi to Tony on Long Island. Tony.
Hey, good morning, guys. Love the show.
Yeah, man.
It's got to be Joan Crawford. Lesbian, slept with every guy she could, adopted a whole bunch of kids, and then beat the you-know-what out of them.
Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest, Joan Crawford. That's pretty good movie C right there.
That's up there.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Kathy Bates in Misery shot a state trooper in the chest.
Yeah.
And broke a man's feet with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That trumps.
That's pretty bad.
Although
but we're going for the true definition of a C. You know what I mean? She was like just cuckoo.
She's like a maniac.
Maniac.
Yeah.
So don't get confused. We're looking for that C. You know.
It's kind of hard to define because it kind of overlaps into areas of homicidal maniac.
Right.
Things like that.
Like Nurse Ratched is a very good example of a C.
Yes, she was very like controlled.
Prim.
Yes, prim. Always trying to be the proper woman and everything. But that C oozed through that fake front that she put up.
Okay, but Ope's right. We're looking for the definition of a C. Kathy Bates was a nut.
Yeah.
She wasn't necessarily a C. She was crazy.
She had some C in her.
Because then,
maybe not in her, but
you could call Jason Voorhees' mother a C. You know, but she was just kind of a.
How about
by the way, Mike pointed someone out. Mike held up a sign. I gotta say, it was Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction.
Oh yeah,
that's a C.
That's a good
a
one.
C.
That's a good C, right? Say hi to Ryan in Indiana. Ryan.
Entire country of Columbia is standing behind him.
Yeah.
Yes, for my money, the biggest C is Jenny from Forrest Gump for leading that dummy along his whole life when she bangs everything inside.
And then finally gets him when she has the AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest C for my money.
Jenny from Forrest Gump. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a very good example of a C.
Example of a C.
Wicked Stepmother in Cinderella. The Mother in Blow. I don't remember the Mother in Blow.
No.
I don't remember her.
I was concentrating too much on the daughter.
Another really hot scene.
No, not hot.
That was a really hot scene, man.
No.
Yes, right? Thumbs up from one of the interns.
Oof.
When the black guy is just banging the daughter because she needs the drug so bad.
Is that Michael Douglas was like pounding on the door or whatever? Oh yeah, that was dirty.
That's a pretty
wow. Ryan in Canada.
Let's go, Ryan.
I think he's got a good one too. Hey there, Ryan.
How you doing, boys?
Hey, you Canuck.
Kathleen Turner in the War of the Roses with Michael Douglas. That divorce and must bring up some memories.
That is a hell of a movie, man.
Yeah.
You watch that. Danny DeVito's great in it, too, as the lawyer. But the entire movie is nothing but her torturing him and him torturing her, but he still loves her. She hates this man. And when they fall to their death at the end, and he just leans over and kind of grabs her hand, and her last movement in life is knocking his hand away from her, it's perfect. She is quite the C in that one.
But Nurse Ratched was calculating.
Yes.
She kept McMurphy there. When he could have left, they're like, we should send him back to jail. And then she's like, that's just one way of pushing our problems onto someone else. Yeah. She wanted him committed so she could beat him.
She could win, right.
And Billy started to get better and stop stuttering. Mm-hmm. She mentioned his mother just to wound him again.
Yeah.
She was the worst.
Karen in Goodfellas is coming in.
She's just dumb.
She's stupid. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Parker Posey from Dazed and Confused. I haven't seen Dazed in a while, so let's go with Russ in Queens. Hey, Russ, what do you got?
Hey, you guys are the best, first of all.
Of course.
I'm going to have to say Annette Bening, who was Kevin Spacey's wife in American Beauty.
Yeah, that's a good one. She was a good C.
I don't remember.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's up there. Let's say hi to Jared in Boston. Jared.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey. Good, Jared.
How about the mom? I forget the character's name, but Bad Boy Bubby.
Bad Boy Bubby. Thank God you're keeping that alive and well. That movie is so effing twisted. The first half hour is some of the greatest stuff I've ever seen on film.
Fantastic.
It is twisted.
Then the movie just takes a turn and you don't know where it's going.
Yeah, I don't know if we have time to discuss Bad Boy Bubby today, but remind us. We'll discuss it maybe next week or something. We haven't talked about that movie in a while. Thank you, Jared. John in Queens. John.
Yeah, Hilary Swank's mother in $1 Million Baby.
Yes. Yes.
She was terrible.
She was horrendous.
She was horrible.
All right, you get the point, I guess. There's a lot of C's out there on film.
Yep.
Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada. Yeah, she was a big C in that movie. I think we've pretty much done most of them, right?
Yeah.
Mother in Gone, Baby Gone. She was pretty bad. You remember Gone, Baby Gone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also from The Wire.
Oh, my God.
Season 2. Which one?
Right.
Which one?
Bob's got one. Bob! I defy you to poo-poo this one.
All right, Bob. You got Anthony's attention. Yes.
Yeah, Adrienne Barbeau in Creepshow.
Oh. What
See,
I want to say. It makes me want to say the word. That's how big of a.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
What'd she do so bad?
You're too responsible. Say it.
No.
They're ready down the hall. Say it.
No,
say it.
I'm not going to try it. No.
Say
No.
it.
No.
Say it.
Those sheets go to places. It's irresponsible just to say it, even though we know that there's electronics in place. Things are breaking down. We don't know what works and doesn't.
Come on.
No.
I'll do the first
I'm
part.
a professional broadcaster.
Say the second part.
No.
You can even delay, and then we're safe. But there you go.
I didn't say anything. I spit.
Where was she? How bad was she?
She was so horrific as a wife. And the husband, again, I always have a mental block with his name.
Can we see a picture of him?
What about the boobies, though?
He was the guy I just mentioned from Capricorn 1 the other day.
What about the boobies,
Kirk
though?
Douglas?
Come on.
No.
Nice and heavy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. I could see his face. He, she was just this domineering, overbearing, drunken wife that was just horrible to her husband. And her husband works at a college and finds this old wooden box. And apparently it comes from,
Hal Holbrook.
Yeah, Hal Holbrook. There it is. And this wooden box contains what amounts to an abominable snowman. But it's not like a big happy one. It's a vicious creature. And he lures his sea wife into the college and under the stairs where this box is.
He tells her that some college student's been raped and viciously attacked by one of his colleagues, and that she just has to see it.
She's laughing. She's going, "What did he do to her?" And then the monster gets her and eats her. And then she kept going, "Oh, you could just call me Billy." And while it's eating her, Hal Holbrook's cringing and just going, "Just tell it to call you Billy." It's fantastic. And he fantasizes about shooting her in the head. Yeah. Oh, she is horrid in that movie.
Worse than Nurse Ratched?
Different. A different type of C, but equally as bad. I mean, I couldn't imagine living with this woman.
Fredo's wife from Godfather 2 was pretty bad, too.
Oh, yeah.
But she was just a drunk.
Never marry a wop.
All right, we got to take a break.
It's fantastic.
Summer St. Adrian Barbeau and Back to School as well. Mom and Grandma in Flowers in the Attic did not see that movie. Glenn Close in Dangerous Liaisons. Yep. Sarah Michelle Gellar in Cruel Intentions. Some of the other ones coming in. Biggest C in movie history.
That's great. Watching the footage after Hal Holbrook blew her brains out. He's fantasizing about shooting her, and people are applauding him.
Give him the
and he
golf
has
clap.
this aw shucks smile on.
Yeah, he's like this smile, and then he's back to reality, and she's just bitching at him.
He's all happy.
Henry, you're just a piece of crap. You're nothing without me. What would you do without me? You're like a little child. It's all she does is lambast this guy the whole movie. Again, that's another collection of great little stories. Found a friend, Harry.
What's going on with the Stephen King short story movie?
I know.
Why not?
Creepshow.
Yeah.
How can anyone think Stephen King sucks?
It's those.
Who does?
He's literary snobs.
Oh, literary snobs hate him. They think his books are trash.
He tells a hell of a story, man.
He's good. I mean, he could be a little long-winded at times,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean that
I was just reading his pop culture column in Entertainment Weekly, and supposedly his next book's going to be over 1,000 pages. Like, just a ridiculous amount of pages.
He is prolific. This guy writes.
Amazing.
He never shortchanges the audience, ever.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everyone knows he's a great writer. I would strongly suggest you check out some of his pop culture stuff he writes about. Very, very insightful. Very good.
Who's better, John Grisham, who tells the same story every time?
I got sucked into for a while.
Yeah.
I made it. The third book is when I said, okay, this is just like the second. And the first book, I'm done with you. Done.
It's just, you could just look at anything on YouTube. There is not one thing that you cannot find on there. It's amazing what people have uploaded.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, wait, punch it.
Danny was just showing every good part of